Hi Libra, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another. You versus them. Libra, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Libra, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back, all my subscribers, and welcome in newcomers. Libra Spirit. Alright, Libra, newcomers, I'm setting down 2 sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center, I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Libra, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A here, and this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have the Judgment. I think from what I'm feeling, somebody's passing judgment on the other person and saying, you know what, I waited long enough. Connection is getting toxic. Maybe one person wanted commitment, but they felt that the other person was not making wise decisions or something. So I'm passing judgment. I need to now focus on my future. I need to focus on my stability. I need to focus on tangible things which make sense to me. The other person, I think they were hoping that this connection would not end, but they're kind of losing hope. They feel they've been dropped, or their person is not willing to play their games or something. They want to come rushing back towards person A, but they are very afraid that maybe it's over. So let's see why, let's see how. I'm going to, of course, clarify all these cards for you, but before that, let's ask the universe. Spirit, what's going on with Libra and their person right now? Why are they both feeling this way currently? Libra and their person. Okay, the first card here says third party. Another energy was interfering in this connection. So maybe somebody was already in another commitment. Hiding. Someone is isolating themselves away from the connection now. That could be you, person A. Third one says communication. Clear and honest communication is required in this connection. Or maybe there is somebody who wants to communicate now. So let's also do your dialogue message cards. Let's see if what you guys would say if you communicated. Let Spirit tell me, Libra and their person, if they could say something to each other right now, what would that be? Libra and their person. Libra and their person, Spirit. All right, let's take a few more from another deck. Libra and their person, Spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? And we'll take a few more from a third deck, Libra, and then start the reading. Libra and their person. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Libra, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, your silence is killing me. Someone like you is hard to find. It was a difficult decision for both of us. I've become more spiritual. You're always in my dreams. Deliver me from temptation. My pride and ego led us astray. Hurting you hurt me even more. You've helped me discover my own psychic gifts. Thank you. I'm not your prince and you're not my princess. I am your emperor and you are my empress. I'm very sorry that I caused you so much pain. And the last one here says, you're not the only one that's scared. This connection scares me too. All right, so that's what I have for you, Libra. If these messages were resonating with your storyline, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on one side, which is person A for me. Then we'll move to the other side, person B. And newcomers, please remember, these are not gender-based. I'm not guessing which side your Libra's on, because I could be dealing with 2 Libras here. But if this is your reading, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on, who this person is for you. And yes, it can be a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush, could even be a business partner, relative, best friend. So please use your own judgment, even a co-worker maybe. All right, so person A, let's start with you. How are you feeling currently? What's the Temperance card? What's the Temperance card for you? Yeah, person A says, I'm healing myself. I'm releasing this connection. It's been stagnant for too long. It's not going anywhere. So I would rather just be single and independent and, focus on my own life right now, because this was very toxic. This was maybe only passion based or something. So person is calling judgment on the other person and saying, you know what, if I'm not going to be emotionally happy here, then I'm going to I am walking away from this connection. So what was the toxicity? Why the devil, person A? What's the devil? Yeah, person A says that they played mind games with me. They were playing hot and cold. They, tried to portray to me that I was their soulmate. But then they never gave me that offer, which could have kind of solidified into something bigger and, soulmate bond, and we're going to be together. I mean, that's what they implied. But they never took action. They never made a choice. So the choice was not made. So that's the reason I figured that, you know what, maybe this was just a karmic soulmate who came into my life to make a fool out of me. So I'm going to now only be in self-love, self-care, make my own dreams and wishes come true. I'm manifesting beautiful things into my life because I feel I have to do right for my own self. So tell me, why do you feel this way? Hierophant. What's the Hierophant? What's the Hierophant? What's the Hierophant for you, person A? What happened? Yeah, see, I think person A had to kind of stand up for themselves because they wanted commitment and the other person maybe just wanted passion or something. There was something toxic, or maybe the other person was already in another commitment or something. So person A anyway says, you know what, it's too late now. I've kind of taken I'm not stuck on them anymore. I'm not waiting around for them anymore. They will continue to make their foolish, unwise decisions, but I'm moving forward in my own life. I know my worth. I know my value. I'm going to focus on what is good for me, and I'm focusing on my future. I think person A somewhere has lost faith and hope with the other person. So tell me then, person A, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person B? How do you feel about the connection right now as I'm doing the reading? The Chariot. What's the Chariot? Yeah, see, person A says, I'm not chasing them. I'm not chasing them. I'm more focused on my chariot and getting onto it and, moving forward in my own life and calling in abundance into my life. I'm really not waiting around for somebody to just come and, get my attention or be a player and, sneak into my life and then run away again, here for a short time, not a long time. They're just too immature for me, Omkaratarot. I have more tangible things that I'm working on right now. I'm working on my success. I'm working on my money. I'm working on things which I can touch, feel, see, and, invest in. So I think person A's total focus is right now on just becoming abundant by themselves. Okay, so what action person A will finally take? I'll open later, Libra. Let's go to the other side, see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So person B, how are you feeling about this now? Why the Death card in reverse for you? Yes, I have a feeling somewhere they were hoping, praying, wishing that maybe in the future, maybe, this connection would not end. They were manifesting, I think, this connection back or hoping it would never end. But I think they are figuring out that they've been dropped. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I think person A has gone quiet on them or no. What's this? Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they were hoping. Yes, this person was hoping that, I think maybe wanting person A to wait till they could make up their mind or till they could get over something else in their life. They are very attracted to person A and they are kind of ashamed that they treated person A like that. Maybe that, Yeah, this person could have been in another commitment already. Maybe they were trying to breadcrumb person A. They never offered any kind of commitment. They always felt that, okay, when the time is right, then I'll make the decision. But they realized that their not making a decision is what created the conflict and made person A walk away from them. Am I right, person B? Tell me, why do you feel sad? Person B says, because I feel hopeless right now. I feel I've lost out on my biggest wish now. They've taken that energy back. I was really hoping that, later on, and I was hoping this connection would not end. They're going through a lot of stress and anxiety and sleepless nights. I think they did see person A as their happiness at one point, but I think they never chose. Yeah, I think the choice that they made was keeping person A as an option, or a friend, or a friends with benefits, or a third party situation. They never offered commitment when the time was right. I think this person got a little prideful and thought they could get away with whatever they wanted whenever they wanted. It's like their ego, their pride. They're realizing that's what drove that person emotionally away from them. They tried something sneaky in this connection, hoping maybe I can rebuild later on. Okay, so tell me then, person B, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person A? How do you feel about the connection right now as I'm doing the reading? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Yeah, the Heart of Hearts, I think person B really wants to rush back to person A, hoping that things can still move in a positive direction, wanting a second chance with them, but they are not sure if person A will even give them a second chance. Yeah, they are worried. They are worried that what if they don't see me as a soulmate anymore? What if they've ended things with me? What if they're happy without me or with somebody else? So there's a lot of inner conflict, mental turmoil that this person is going through. So will you take any action to let them know? Let's see your action cards, both of you. I'm going to take another deck for this one, Libra. And while I shuffle this deck now, if I also remind you, if the storyline has been resonating, to please let me know. You can do that by tapping on the thumbs up button or leaving me a comment, or both. And newcomers and repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. Alright, so back to you, person A. Action from your end towards person B, or otherwise in your own life in the next 7 days. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Person A says, I've already wasted enough time here, Omkaratarot. I don't want to be single all my life and keep waiting for somebody who's never ready for me. What's the Nine of Pentacles in reverse? Ace of Wands. Yeah, person A says, I'm ready for a passionate brand new beginning with maybe a new soulmate who will be there for me in the future. I want a happily ever after, and I have to think about what is right for me. So I don't think person A is really waiting anymore. So what about you, person B? What's your action going to be towards person A or in your own life in the next 7 days? Six of Swords in reverse. Why the Six of Swords in reverse? Is that your inner conflict, or you feel you messed this up too much? Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, Ace of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. They're realizing their thought process. I think this was a thought process that, maybe later on, maybe, I have ample time, maybe later on I can offer them something. They're realizing that person A saw through all that and has cut them out of their life. This person is realizing maybe this is over. Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Two ending cards here. So what does that mean for you? Will you not take any action now in the next 7 days? Ten of Pentacles, Chariot, and the Five of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. A person B knows that they have to apologize. Maybe they gave the impression that they wanted something long term, but they could have lied, they could have cheated, they could have said they were single, or they were ready for something. They know they sabotaged this connection because of their lies. They know they probably have to come and apologize for something. So they are going through the dark night of the soul, feeling judged by person A. So that's what I have for you. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste, Libra.